I was sitting on the balcony with smoking a cigarette with my wife and my son. We seen a man come out of the building from across the street. He had something in his hand. The police started screaming at him, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun. They told him numerous times. He kept approaching them. There was a bunch of shots. Someone went down. I didn't see who. I ran back inside to grab my camera. And there was a girl laying on the floor, bleeding to death. And I didn't see if one of the cops got hurt or whatever, but when I came back out, there was a man laying in handcuffs on the ground screaming for help, and they told him to shut up, but the cops and civilians come first. And all I wanted to do at that point, since we were on the balcony, was pretty much when the shooting, I heard shooting, I wanted to get my 3-year-old back in the house.
So start from the beginning. You were inside your apartment when you heard the
yes,
shots?
we live right here, and we were on our balcony, and we were getting some fresh air. And the man was walking from the apartments over here, and when the police pulled up, they started telling him multiple times, put the gun down, put the gun down.
Put the gun down or put the knife down?
They say put the gun down. That's why everyone's saying knife, and I'm thinking knife. Maybe they thought it was a gun, I don't know. So they kept screaming at him, put the gun down. And he just kept walking at them like he was in a daze. And then we heard some fire shots, it sounded like firecrackers. And that's when I opened the door, shoved my wife inside, and said, get on the ground. And I ran inside and got a camera, and stupidly, and came back outside and started taking pictures.
When you came back outside, you saw the man on the ground, handcuffed?
Yeah, I came down, and I'm a little nosy, so I wanted to see what happened. So my car's right there, so I said, oh, I got to get something from my car. So I went to the car where I could see it, and the man was sitting on the ground in handcuffs, and I could see he was bleeding a little, and he was screaming at the cop, whatever, and the cop was screaming back at him, it's cops, civilians, perps.
Did you see a woman anywhere near him?
No, they were, EMS had just pulled up. They came really fast. I couldn't believe it. But EMS showed up really fast once they had him on the ground, and they were attending the girl. Unfortunately, I think she passed away.
Well, tell me what you saw. You saw a young lady, and how was she? Describe her.
She was on the ground. She wasn't moving, and then they put her on a gurney, and they put the cloth over her head. So.
Did you see what happened to her?
No, we didn't even. They said it happened in the house, and I don't understand because if you go to the side, you can see the splurts of blood on the ground, and then also where a big patch of blood. So
and that's where she collapsed.
That's where one of them collapsed. I'm not sure who was when the shooting started. I ran. I'm not going to be a hero,
Where did you see the young lady on the ground?
Right across the street, right in the walkway. Right, you see where the cops are? Right over there. That's where he's walking. And the gentleman came out, and he was walking down the second staircase, and that's where you see a big pool of blood.
And she was not moving?
She was not moving at all. Unfortunately, I know she passed away. I got pictures of it.
Show us your pictures.